Greetings. My name is Windsor Lendo. I'm a certified executive life coach. Welcome. Welcome, and thank you for choosing to listen to the series of podcasts. For the next few minutes or so, I will share with you my perspective on forgiveness. I have also posted the script version for this podcast on my blog page at lendoconsulting.com. To start, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on the following two questions. One, what is the key to radically remove conflicts that prevent you from letting go of the pain that thorns your heart in achieving fulfillment and self-empowerment? Two, what will you suggest is the most radical approach to our human journey? What will you suggest? Well, as from here, the most radical approach to our human journey for me is living our authentic self. And that authenticity cannot be bought. That authenticity cannot be sold to us. And it does not come prepackaged from a set of limited beliefs. There must also be a conscious effort to free our mind, eliminate the dysfunctional thought patterns, and free ourselves from constantly experiencing the emotional pain and discomfort from the past. Well, I do believe this is where we will be called to find the key to radically remove conflicts that prevent us from letting go of the pain that thorns our heart and achieving fulfillment and self-empowerment. I believe emotional intelligence is the missing key. However, accessing this key does require something. It requires us to take bold actions that will propel us down the path to discovering a radical approach to forgiveness that will lead us toward emotional intelligence, maintaining the newness of life and letting go of the past. It is true, though. It is true. Letting go of the past does involve a radical approach to make a conscious effort to free our mind from the interpersonal difficulties, emotional pain, resistance, tension, and fear. I must though note, through my work with emotional intelligence and the features of fulfilling relationships, I have realized that there is a real relationship between thoughts of fear and the inability to let go of the past. I also note that they also manifest themselves, they manifest themselves as experiences appearing as if someone or something is against us, and they arise as an enemy on our lives. This enemy comes from within us in the creation of our interpersonal difficulties. And our lives is our making. So as a result, we are not able to ignite passion, yes, in our relationships, creative expression, joy, fulfillment, and harmony. You see, these interpersonal difficulties are dynamic energies within where we can move authentically and radically so long as we act from the awareness that we are 100% the source of our reality. And our explanations, our assumptions, and judgments mediate how we relate to any given situation. See, these forces are not against us, they're not. And perhaps, maybe, this is our opportunity to examine how we choose to look at our life's experiences, to judge or at least to interpret our life experiences when we find ourselves in conflict with interpersonal difficulties, resistance, tensions, and fear. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and bring this to you, my friend. With that, I ask you, when will you choose to live a life free from interpersonal difficulties, uncertainties, resistance, tension, and fear? Yes, when will you choose to live the life you desire? That's what I'm asking. Well, what say you? My friend, if you have been thinking, okay, if you have been thinking, this is your moment, this is your time to live the life you desire. So I ask you, oh no, let me put it this way. I invite you to consider being radically truthful with yourself and uncover what is the cause? What is the cause of these difficulties? That is the underlying emotional condition that is preventing you from letting go of the way of this heavy chain or the heavy chains that are keeping you chained to unforgiving memories of your life story. Yes, the underlying emotional condition that is preventing you from letting go of the heavy chain that keeping you anchored or chained to unforgiving memories of your life story. You will find, my friend, this condition is causing you to refuse to bring healing to the wounded parts of your being. And the essence of this refusal is resistance to what you do not want in attracting more of whatever you are resisting. Yes, 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 yes. This will continue to cost you a great deal, my friend. In manifesting the life you desire becomes next to impossible. And I understand that. The pain is real, the pain is tangible, and your heart aches. However, I'm certain without letting go of the past and bringing healing to the wounded parts of you, my friend, through a radical approach to forgiveness, you will not be able to live your authentic life and the full, passionate expression of your heart desire. There's something here about radical forgiveness, though. Before you can even approach it, you must have a renewed attitude. Yes, a renewed attitude that calls for you to, one, accept your humanness and realize others are only humans. Two, an attitude that calls for you to let courage and perseverance cheer your cause and bring them into your experience proportionally to the occupancy of your thoughts. Yes, an attitude of commitment, a commitment to your process that will allow you to let go of the past and eliminate the energy patterns of interpersonal difficulties from remaining the dominating forces in your entire being. Yes. So I ask you, take a moment right now. I want you to reflect on the following questions. Just a moment to reflect. Those questions, there they are. When will you choose to take 100% responsibility for your fear-based actions and the hurt they may have caused? Why? Why would you want to make a conscious effort to free yourself from constantly re-experiencing the emotional pain from the past? What would it take for you, my friend, to find out what is creating this underlying condition that is preventing you from letting go of the pain? Take a moment, reflect on these questions. Let me ask them again. When will you choose to take 100% responsibility for your fear-based action and the hurt they may have caused? Why will you want to make a conscious effort to free yourself from constantly re-experiencing the emotional pain from the past? Yes, lastly, what will it take for you to find out what is creating the underlying condition that is preventing you from letting go of the pain? But I'll say to you, the best approach to these questions involves your ability to enhance your capacity to radically forgive. Yes, not just simply forgive. Also, it's a forgiveness that calls for you to be aware that by forgiving, you are not releasing the other person from their transgression as much as you are freeing yourself from their transgression. You do not have to condone their behavior, trust them, or even maintain a relationship with them. However, you do have to radically free yourself from the interpersonal difficulties, the pain, and the resentment once and for all. See, this approach to forgiveness involves seeking a new course where commitment and purposeful action can help you to cut your ties to the emotional pain from the past, take control of your life, and experience reliable happiness. So now, my friend, you may want to ask yourself, why will I want to be bold? Why would I want to be receptive to the power of radical forgiveness? Well, let me help you first. Let me help you. First, I trust you are aware that the ego self is the master of the shoulds, a trickster that brings up unforgiving memories and emotional aches that you have been carrying around for years. You know that. You know these aches. These aches gives you permission to maintain a consistent relationship with anger, sadness, bitterness, selective visibility, and more suffering. Second, if you truly want to cut your ties to the emotional pain from the past, take control of your life and experiencing reliable happiness, my friend, you really want to radically free yourself from your emotional aches. Third, it has been proven. Yes, it has been proven. A radical approach to forgiveness is one of the qualities of the self-possessed and eliminates the energy patterns that keep old hurts, resentments, and pain from remaining the dominating force. Fourth and lastly, radical forgiveness has also been proven to eliminate the dysfunctional thought patterns. And yes, it frees you from constantly re-experiencing the emotional pain from the past. It is, however, I would love to be able to say to you, my friend, that radical forgiveness is easy to do. It's not. It's simple. but it definitely is not easy, especially when you are resisting to transformational change and not willing to reduce the ego's control over your life. So, my friend, I invite you to consider this. I would like you to consider to be bold. Be bold and receptive to the power of radical forgiveness. And guess what? It does not, radical forgiveness does not come prepackaged from a set of religious beliefs. It is true also, it does require a lot of courage to radically forgive. It involves seizing the moment to move into the present and quench your thirst for the life you desire. For a call for you to gain vital insight into radically removing conflicts that prevents you from achieving fulfillment and self-empowerment. Yes, my friend, I'll stop here and simply to thank you for listening. For now, may you be resolved to seek a radical approach to your human journey, where commitment and purposeful action can transport you out of yourself and allow the release of forgiveness to flow through your mind and body. Then, as you stand or walk, sit or lie down, as long as you are breathing, my friend, you strive for this with a one-pointed mind: self-acceptance, compassion, and radical forgiveness. Why? Because it is time, my friend. It is time for you to cut your ties to the emotional pain from the past and ignite passion in your relationships, creative expression, joy, fulfillment, harmony, and self-empowerment. So thank you. Namaste.